got 40 people online and more may be joining, but I think we should get started. And I welcome everyone to our winter 2021 graduation for our students in the School of Professional Studies who are completing associate and baccalaureate degrees. And I congratulate all of you. What a wonderful moment of achievement this is. And I know each of you has been on a journey. As we always do at the beginning of our ceremonies and important events, we ask God's blessing on all of our students, faculty, and staff. And it is my distinct privilege to invite our Director of Campus Ministry, Sister Ann Howard, to deliver the opening invocation. Sister Ann.
Thank you, President McGuire, and congratulations, graduates. Please join me in prayer. Good and gracious God, you bless us in every season. And today we ask you to bless our graduates in this, their season of accomplishment. Long hours of study and careful attention to assignments has led to this moment. May each Trinity graduate move with confidence, assured of her education and ready to serve others. Their hard work has borne sustaining results in competence and technical standards, in knowledge of liberal arts and scientific preparedness. God of every season, in this season of many challenges and a promising new year, bless our graduates with your power and your enduring love. To this we say, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Sister Ann. And good evening again to all of our graduates. If you just joined us, I am Pat McGuire, the president here at Trinity. A brief housekeeping note, we ask you to stay muted until we call your name, but we do ask you to turn on your video so we can see you. I'm so pleased to see many family members, children, spouses, parents here as well, and we welcome you, but we ask you to stay muted so we don't have the background noise. And of course, it's an extraordinary set of circumstances that causes us to have this graduation virtually. We wish we could be together, and we know we will be together one of these days. There's a song I think about that. Someday we'll all be together again. And I'll look forward to that, and we'll try to recreate this moment then. Let me say as a footnote, by the way, we confer your degrees tonight. You will get your actual diploma in the mail, so you will have that. Your degree is officially confirmed as of December 31st, 2020. So when you get your diploma, you will see that date, and that's what's on your transcript. So you have technically already graduated, but I have to confer your degrees. So those are a few minor points that are important. But we come together at this very challenging time with the pandemic still raging. Some of the worst parts of the pandemic have been just this week. And who would have imagined an insurrection, seditious violence downtown, shutting down our city pretty much. Even if we hadn't been unable to come together because of the pandemic, we might not have been able to come together because the city is shut down. What a terrible set of circumstances we live in. And yet, we're not here tonight to bemoan that. We're here tonight to say, what has Trinity taught us about how to respond to this most challenging historic set of circumstances in which we live? We've certainly realized that history is not just something you read about in books that happened a long time ago. History is happening every single day right here, and we are part of it. Well, in the short minute that I have to address you as your president, I ask you to carry with you from this ceremony tonight 3 key ideas. The first idea is simply this: the primacy of truth in everything that we do. Truth is what a great higher education is all about: the quest for knowledge, the understanding of facts, the discovery of evidence. It's all about truth. And truth is essential for human society to flourish and for people to thrive. Now, we also know and have seen to our horror what a demagogue can do by the use of lies. A demagogue tears a society apart, gets people to believe lies, sets people against people, and tries to oppress some in order to gain power. Some people choose to be ignorant and to accept those lies. But a Trinity graduate may never choose ignorance. That's one of the hallmarks of our education. We hopefully have taught you about the truth and that you can never choose ignorance. We have an honor code that at times may have seemed oppressive, but the honor code is purposeful because it teaches you how to exercise your ethical muscles in small matters so that when you're confronted with very important issues at work or in your communities, you can stand up and be truthful and honest in other places. And that's why we consider the honor code to be so important. What happened last week in Washington was the culmination of years of lies, and it's going to take us years to undo the damage. But we at Trinity must be in the forefront of confronting those forces that have led to so much disruption and so much pain in our national life. Now, the lies that were at stake were about many things: the election, about immigration, about other people. But most importantly, the biggest lie at the center of the conflict is about white supremacy and the sparking of racial hatred. The lie that some people are superior to other people and that some people deserve to have all the power and other people should not have power at all. That's what this is about. The spark of racism and the belief in white supremacy that fueled the insurrection that we saw last week. And the second most powerful idea, then, along with speaking the truth, is always confronting racial hatred and being agents of racial and social justice. Trinity was founded because women were denied education at the end of the 19th century. And Trinity had its own issues about racial justice for many years, to be sure. But Trinity today embraces the idea that we are for racial justice, gender justice, social justice for everyone. And we expect our graduates to hold those banners high and to work for justice. All of us, as educated people and as Trinity graduates, we have a profound obligation to use our talents to promote equity, to say unapologetically and unafraid that Black Lives Matter, and to say that immigrants and refugees need and deserve our open arms and ready help. And we all have to work harder to be sure this nation can finally achieve its long sought but unfulfilled promise of liberty and justice for all. Now, this leads to the third and most powerful idea of all, and we see this in the lives of our alumni already. The obligation to steward truth, to work for racial justice, is not somebody else's job. It's our job. It's about what we do every day. So, as you take your degrees tonight, you have to take them with the idea that this is vesting you with power and also with obligation. You can't be waiting for the next president to fix things. It'll be nice to have a president in office who maybe understands moral good. That would be a refreshing president to have. But forget about the president. It's up to you. You will be the influencers in your families, in your communities, in your workplaces, in all of the places you are. You will be the person to say, what is the truth? What is justice? How can we change things for the better? What kind of community and society do we want to create for our children and their children for generations to come? That's what Trinity women and men do. That's what Trinity alums do. So as you become Trinity and alumni and alumni tonight, I invite you to reflect on truth, justice, and ownership of the solution. That's what we call you to do. In all of that, may the blessings of the Trinity go with you. The strength, the wisdom, and love of the Trinity be your constant companions on your journey through life. Congratulations to all of our graduates. And now I'd like to ask Dean Mostawi to give his remarks and then perhaps to introduce the other faculty who can also give their remarks to the students.
Will do, and I hope I don't miss anybody. I'm trying to scroll through to see who's here and who isn't, but I'm just going to wing it. It's an interesting evening being here. as I congratulate all of you and wish you well as you go forward in your continued journey of growth as you leave Trinity, because just last night I was on Zoom with my intro to criminal justice class, mostly freshmen just starting their journey. And normally, in normal times when we would meet in person, I would typically go around the room and ask everybody, you know, why they were at Trinity, why they're interested in criminal justice, what they hope to do, and so on and so forth, but not wanting to use up a whole bunch of Zoom time doing that. I instead asked them to put it in the forum. And as I was reading them last night and this morning, there's a consistency of stories that I see from them at the beginning of their journey, and you moving on to the next step. The single mother who put her own dreams on hold until her children were old enough and she could get back to herself. The people that have had to struggle with parents, spouses, uncles, siblings taking ill and maybe having to leave Trinity or another educational institution for a while, but coming back to finish what they started. And of course, the vast majority of them are the first in their families to go to college, same as many of you. So the tradition that was started by the sisters over 120 years ago now continues. It changes and adapts itself to new circumstances and new people and new challenges. But the perseverance of the students that come here doesn't change. And I mentioned that to some of them in my comments back on the forum, that as worried as you are now, I'm going to see a whole bunch of people tomorrow night who have the same feelings at the same time, and they did it, and so can you. And with that, and not wanting to take up too much time, let me start by introducing Dr. Daryl Thorne for some words. So all of the faculty should be prepared because I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay, Dr. Thorne.
You know, I had well, first, congratulations, because, I put in the chat early on, congratulations, everybody. But technically, it's official once President McGuire says so, but she's already said so. December 30th. So congratulations early. I did have something prepared, and for the students who've had me in class, I can't stick to a script. That doesn't work for me. So I don't remember what I practiced, but essentially, your particular graduating class through a lot, regardless of how long it's taken you to get through. Some of you I remember having several years ago, and you come back. Other people we've just crossed each other's paths through classes more recently. But the thing I feel like I can confidently say is that 2020 affected every single one of you differently than it has previous classes, because of the pandemic, because of switching to online. And through that, I think, where there were challenges, there was also persistence and growth. And I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, whether I had you in my classes or not, whether you didn't choose to take me or you braved through and grew from it, I really wish every single one of you the best, and know that going through what you've gone through this past year and being able to adjust, even if it was challenging, know that you can continue to do that moving forward. So congratulations to you all.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Thorne. And as I said, there's no rhyme or reason to this, so be prepared. Christina Lynch, Director of the ARC, what would you like to say?
You're on mute, Christina.
It never fails. It never fails. Good evening, everyone. I would like to congratulate each and every graduate. If I had to say anything to you all, I would say that this is just a chapter in your book. This is a major accomplishment for you, but it is yet and still just a chapter. It is not the whole book. You still have so much more to accomplish. And I hope that you would go on and that you would achieve even far greater than some of the Trinity women before you. To the women at the Ark that I serve, and I hope I don't tear up, but to the young ladies at the Ark that I have had the pleasure to serve, I'm so proud of you. I know that this has been a long time coming. And I'm even more elated that each and every one of you that is graduating at the Ark has made a decision to go forward and continue to pursue your post-secondary education. So this by no means is a farewell, but until we see each other again on the main campus. I wish all of you Godspeed and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina. I'm just going around and looking for names. Marie Celeste from the Education Department.
Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Marie Celeste. I'm the Director of Early Childhood Education Programs and has served as the advisor to some of you. So let me start by saying congratulations to all of you. This is a life-changing milestone and I'm so proud of you. I know I join my colleagues in saying we're all so thoroughly proud of you, and you've worked very hard, often under very challenging circumstances, to achieve this accomplishment. And you've had to sacrifice a lot, time with friends and family. You've had to reshuffle financial priorities, having to say no when you might have rather treated yourself or others to something special. You should be proud of the level of motivation, creativity, and resilience that you've had to draw upon, especially in these unconventional times. So know that you are well deserving of this milestone. And now it's time to celebrate your accomplishment. Some of you are receiving your associate's degree today with a plan to continue straight on without interruption to your bachelor's degree. This is a decision you will never regret. Today, celebrate. The path to your bachelor's degree begins tomorrow. So please accept my best wishes as you move forward to a rewarding and fulfilling professional and personal life.
Okay, in keeping with the education theme, let me call next on Associate Dean Karen Rogers.
Thank you. Congratulations, graduates. We are all so proud of you. Today marks both an ending and a beginning. As you begin the next step in your journey, remember that great leadership and caring are indispensable to each other. So focus on relationships first. No one will remember the details of your work, but they will remember how you cared for them. These are difficult times, but you are now in a position to make a difference. Take what you've learned in your programs at Trinity and be positive, principled, proactive, and productive. I wish you the very best, and please remember that Trinity will always care for you. Good luck, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Rogers. Now here's when it becomes difficult with 3 screens. Now I'm flying a little bit blind. So let me see, is Reva Jones of the Business Department on the call, on the Zoom?
We heard that Reva. Oh,
No, I don't think she is. Is
Okay.
that? Yeah.
Kabir Salam, our math specialist. He's the one person that's taught almost all of you, I think. Okay. And that is all for our undergraduate faculty and administration. Unless I've missed somebody, please speak up. But I think I've caught everybody. Okay, with that, back to you, President McGuire.
Thank you, Tom. That was great. And thanks to all the faculty. Could the students join me in thanking the faculty for all of their wonderful support and help? And also thanks to our staff advisors, our program directors, and thanks to all the staff also in enrollment services and financial aid, in student affairs, in admissions. You know, it takes a whole team to get every student into and through college. And our teams have worked very hard. So thank you. I know there's many family members on the line too tonight. So let's give our family members a cheer for all of the support they have extended to you as well. We're very grateful to families and friends who are your stalwarts. And with that now, I'm turning to the most important part of the program, which is the recognition of each graduate. And to do so, I turn to my colleague who is responsible for all academic affairs at Trinity. She is our provost, Dr. Carlota Ocampo.
Thank you so much, President McGuire. At this time, I'd like to add my own words of welcome and congratulations to our graduates. Graduates, I'm going to read each of your names. If I do mispronounce your name, please just correct me and I will restate your name. And after I read your name, I'm going to pause for a couple of minutes for you to say a word about your Trinity experience. So at that time, unmute your mic, say a word, and then of course, go back and mute your mic again. All right. President McGuire, I am delighted to present candidates from the School of Professional Studies for the degree in Associate of Arts. Shamika Boyd.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't really prepare a speech, but yes, 2020 has been definitely a struggle for me. I lost quite a few family members. But I managed to get through it. I want to thank Professor Lynch for all of her support because she was there, throughout my classes to help me. Even if it was like a test or an exam, she kind of broke it down, she was there along the way. But I just like to thank everyone for all their support, even my classmates. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, and our deepest condolences to you. And it's wonderful that you made it and you're here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anna Yvette Gilmore. Anna Yvette Gilmore.
Yes, that's me right here. First and foremost, I just like to thank God for allowing me to make it thus far. And just like the young lady before me, Ms. Boyd, I thank Ms. Lynch for everything, all of her support. And I'm just excited. I'm nervous, and I just can't wait for that next chapter to begin. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We can't wait also. Kenyetta Gray.
Hello. Thank you. I want to definitely piggyback from my fellow art peers. Thank you, Ms. Lynch. I wrote a couple of words that.
It's okay.
Take your time.
Take your time. Good for you.
I want to start saying that I started my journey at the ARC in 2016. I was 36 years old, a full-time working mother, and I had just received a promotion at my job. I was newly married. I was filled with so much anxiety and fear as I finally embarked on that path to further my education. The art professors and my peers showed me the amount of strength that I never knew that I had. There were times I wanted to give up and throw it all away, but I was able to push myself to the fullest potential and keep going. I also want to thank those who gave me strength and believed in me throughout this process. Professor Lynch, Professor Toy, Professor Seals, Professor McLaren, and Professor Salam, thank you so much for pushing me and striving me to do my best. And also to my family and friends who I am virtually on another computer. Thank you so much for all your extended support to me throughout this journey. And my husband just walked in with flowers.
Oh, yay.
I love you. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations.
And last but not least, my supervisor is on here. Sharifa, thank you for joining. I love you. She helped me.
Good.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Kwadaha Laura Harriet. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kwadaha Laura Harriet, or Kwadaja Laura Harriet. All right, I'll come back to Miss Harriet. Dion A. Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations to all the graduates. I'm just so blessed
to be able to have this experience. Through the Teach program, I was able to join Trinity, and I was in Montgomery College back in 2002, and after losing funding for that scholarship, I just focused on my career and doing what I had to do to work every day and be positive. And I love working with children. That is my calling. That is my passion. And I've been able to be promoted without a college degree. And so I just know that this is going to be my next step. I'm so thankful for the opportunity. My family has been so supportive, has been the push behind me to make sure I go, calling me, making sure I'm in class, checking on me, giving me rides to Starbucks to make sure I can power through class. And the pandemic has brought on such a new dynamic to learning. And I never wanted to do online classes. And so this last semester, I really had to power through with the online classes, but the wonderful, wonderful professors at Trinity, I can't say enough. I'm so excited to be able to keep going for my bachelor's, and I definitely am going to come to Trinity. And I'm just so thankful for you all at Trinity, because as a working person, as a older, coming back and being in the School of Professional Studies, I didn't think it was possible. But because of your support, my family support, I'm so thankful for this opportunity, and I'll see you guys soon. I will not pause. I'm on to my bachelor's. So I thank God and I thank you all.
Wonderful. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Soon.
India Montgomery. India Montgomery. Okay, I will return at the end to make sure that we don't skip anyone who's not here when I call the name originally. Jana Marquita Williams. Jana Williams. Kia Wright.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So it's been a pleasure to be at the ARC. Ms. Lynch, she was very supportive throughout my whole school since she's been there. But my biggest supporter, my mom, that's been there with me. Since I started 2016, my biggest support as far as having my son while I'm at school. She passed away due to COVID. So it's been, I'm just sad because she's not here with me to see it. But I just wanted to thank you all, and I appreciate all the help these past 4 years to get to the finish line without stopping. Thank you.
Good for you, Kia. We're with you. Our hearts are
Yay,
with you.
Kia!
Thank you so much. And we will always be here. So please reach out for support. And I truly believe that all of your loved ones are really proud of you at this very moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. For the
Congratulations,
degree,
Kia.
Thank you.
for the degree, sorry, for the degree in Bachelor of Arts, Brittany Nicole Adams, magna cum laude. Brittany Adams. Sierra Nylan Adams.
Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. So my experience at Trinity has been exceptional. And when I first got to Trinity, I was not prepared for the amount of support that I would receive from professors and Dr. Celeste. Like Dr. Celeste, me and you've had many conversations, and I just want to thank you for all of your encouraging words. Like my experience here has been wonderful. Like even down to having a baby smack dab in the middle of the semester. Like all of my professors were supportive. Dr. Celeste was extremely supportive. And I'm just happy to be here, happy to continue to be moving forward towards my bachelor.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Natasha Jean Marie Clark.
Excuse my family. So I am so ecstatic to be finally done. I've been chasing this since I finished high school in 2009. Trinity is my 4th university that I was enrolled in without actually completing my degree. And I'm just so excited right now because this has been a long time, financial, working full time, going to school. It's just all been so much. And I can finally say, I did it.
You did it.
My family has been so supportive. I had moments where I wanted to give up, and you know, mom, sister, husband, you got this. Keep going. You got this. Don't stop. And my husband, without him financially finishing me out, I don't know where that would be. And I love him, and this just means a whole lot. And I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do next. Only up from here. Only up.
And we can't wait also. Zahaya Rashana Frazier.
Oh, hi everyone. To the faculty and staff, thank you so much for your support throughout this journey. And to my fellow human relations students, we finally made it even in the midst of a pandemic. I want to give a shout out to my mom who has held me down the entire time. You are a rock star and this is our degree. We got this together. To Professor Angelique Brown and Dr. Daryl Thorne, I love you so very much. Thank you so much for your guidance and all the hidden gems you both instilled in me. I will take this well beyond Trinity, and you made this Black girl a little more smarter in her endeavors. And to the class, the quarantine class of 2020, we made it. Thank God we made it. Thank you.
Yes, yes you did. Thank you.
Get the hell up this time.
Keisha Lavette Jones.
Come on, they swifting through the AC, so come on, they already J. So. I just hope they do bachelors. So. This
Keisha
is one
Jones.
Wouldn't have never missed. I would fuck if I would have been on myself in my car. I'm not about to miss this.
Keisha Jones. No.
Keisha Jones, are you on the call? Dawn Miner.
Thank you. I just want to thank Trinity for just being the perfect place for me to earn my degree while raising my children and teaching my students at school. Trinity was the perfect place to be able to do that. And I appreciate all of my professors and all of the friends that I met while being here at Trinity. Thank you.
Yes, Mom.
Congratulations. Venita M. Newsom. Venita Newsom. Ama Jama Yamiche Powell.
Yay! Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Trinity staff and faculty. My experience has been wonderful. I became a mother twice while being a student at Trinity. I started in 2013. I got my associates in occupational therapy in 2017 and continued on to get my degree in human relations. And I just want to thank my family for just unwavering support. I want to thank Dr. Thorne for stretching my mind and just promoting social justice. I want to thank Professor Brown for just pushing us and encouraging us with that senior seminar with my 57-page paper. And we did it, everyone. We made it through. 2020 was definitely a challenging year, but on to bigger and better things.
And I should mention that you also earned honors cum laude. Congratulations.
Good.
Dadi Leticia Ramos, magna cum laude.
Hello. Thank you again. Yes, we finally made it. I just want to say thank you to Professor Rogers and Professor Celeste, and I'm tearing up now because you guys made me emotional. Oh my goodness. I had a baby through it, and I'm married, and I'm here. It comes to tears. But we did it, and Z, I'm so glad we did it, Z. And my cousin Eva's on here too. Thanks for your support, guys. I couldn't have done it without my family. Yay, Z!
Congratulations, Sadie.
Lisa Shaw. Lisa Shaw. Denise Lenore Tolliver, summa cum laude. Denise Tolliver.
Denise works actually on Capitol Hill, so so for obvious reasons.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Denise is engaged in the people's work. That's wonderful. Francine Ann Umaru, excuse me, Francine Ann Umaru. Francine Umaru?
There she
Right
is.
here. I'm coming.
Perfect.
So congrats to this resilient class of 2020. I have been on this journey for 12 years. I started about a week prior to celebrating my son's birthday, and as you see, he's not 13. I must say that the quote that best describes my journey is, "Wherever God plants you, bloom with grace." As a child, I was planted in a very abusive household, and school has always been my sanctuary. Trinity has taught me how to speak up for myself and how to advocate for others. Trinity has served as a safe space where I have shared my truth many times. And thank you, Dr. Thorne, for encouraging me to step out of my comfort zone and for always rooting for me. Thank you, Trinity, for helping me to discover my strength, my voice, and my purpose. Thanks to God for being there every step of the way. Thanks to my kids for motivating me. Thanks to my husband for his support and his sacrifices. And thanks to my family for believing in me. One of the things that I have learned through this journey is that everyone's journey looks different and we should never compare them. Our journey, no matter how long it takes, is our journey that leads to our purpose. So thank you so much, Trinity.
Thank you.
Francine, before we leave Francine, your decorations are beautiful. And I see you also have a very decorated hat. Can we see what's on your hat?
Sure.
Let's see.
Wherever God plants you, bloom with grace.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Malante Anasha Wigfall.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So, first and foremost, congratulations to everybody. Thank you to all the staff and faculty and my family, big time, for all the support and encouragement throughout everything. This too has been a long journey for me since I graduated high school back in 2009 as well. And I can honestly say I completely owe it to my sons. This one is for them, and I did it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Go, Millie.
And now for the degree in Bachelor of Science, Victoria Lynn Barton, summa cum laude.
Hi, I just want to first begin by thanking the faculty and staff for adjusting so quickly to this global pandemic and ensuring that all of our degree plans were uninterrupted and went according to schedule. I know it was a lot of work, especially over with all the technology. I also want to say a special thank you to Professor Jones. Professor Jones was transformative in my journey at Trinity, and she's been a huge blessing in my life as a leader and a role model. I want to say a big thank you to my mother, my father, and my brother who have been supportive and loved me beyond belief. I'm also very grateful to my friends and the mentors I've made here in DC and in Texas who've encouraged me repeatedly, called me, checked in on me. I think we can all agree it's those people that really call to make sure you're still getting your work done that mean that much to you. And also, most importantly, I want to thank my classmates. After dropping out of college 7 times, I was really fearful that I would fail again. So all of you, thank you. Source of strength, inspiration, and comfort. And I'm really grateful to share this experience with all of you strong women. And I'm looking forward to see all of our successes over the next few years and beyond. So thank you all.
Thank you. Congratulations. Justin W. Hazer. Justin Hazer. Michelle Hilton.
Thank you, everyone. My experience at Trinity was a very interesting. Give me one. Sorry about that. My experience at Trinity was a very interesting one. But the best part of it was my professors, Professor Barrios, Professor Stevenson, and every professor that I encounter. Thanks to all those professors, they contribute a big part of me completing my bachelor's in accounting. Also, I want to give a thanks to my support system, my friends, my sisters, my family, work mom, my children, my parents who are no longer with us. Mom, we did it. And to the MVP in my life, God. And congratulations to my fellow classmates. I wish y'all the best in y'all next chapter.
Congratulations. Rocio S. Yock.
No le pongas mute, minor. Hi, can you all hear me?
Yes. We can hear you.
Thank you. I am really excited. It has been a very long journey for me since I graduated from high school in 2002. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who has been included in this whole journey. It's been a long journey for me, but I do want to say thank you to everyone who supported it, my family, my mother, because my mother believed in me all the time, my sister, my kids, and of course my husband, because he helped me through everything. Like just picking up the kids, going there, making sure that they had food, and all of those things. So thank you very much. Thank you for my colleagues also for push me, because I feel like with example and with the leadership that I saw in a lot of them, it really made me continue with my education. So thank you very much. Thank you to everyone. en Sí Se Puede. Gracias a todos. Bye.
Sí se puede, sí se puede. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Janarvis Yvonne Cosby.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to my family. Huge support system. This year has been very challenging, but we all got through it together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to ask if there are any students whose name I previously called or who joined the call and didn't hear their name. Please identify yourself and say a few words.
Vanita Newsome.
Vanita, yes. Vanita M. Newsome.
Yay! Bark, Vanny. Thank you. I would like to say hello, everyone, and I have a few people I would like to thank. But first, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior for loving me when I couldn't love myself, for carrying me when I didn't think I could make it. I didn't think I would get emotional. I went over this thing 100 times, and I said, I'm not emotional.
It's okay.
And whispering in my ear and said, you got this, when I didn't think I was smart enough to even be in college. And I didn't think I could write another paper or read another chapter. I would like to thank my first teachers who are my parents, and I miss them every day. It's Mitchell and Molly Johnson. And for the sacrifice they made for my sibling and I as we were growing up, for encouraging me, for telling me I was smart and beautiful when I didn't think I was. And especially to my mom, who had to raise 7 children by herself.
Wow.
Who taught me to forgive and to live, love, laugh, and dance, and that put God first, and that family is the most important people in your life. I'd like to thank my Trinity family, President McGuire, the staff, professors, my classmates, for all the hard work they put in to get us to this point. And thank you for allowing us to have this virtual celebration, because it's nice to be able to celebrate our hard work. And I would like to thank Dr. Daryl Thorne, who pushed me to be a better writer. And thank you for your race and racism class. That was the best class I ever had. And for a professor, Del Roden, he's not on staff at Trinity, but he's one of my professors, who gave me the opportunity to be something I never thought I would be. And that's a writer, editor, producer, and host of 2 podcasts. I have a short story about my experience at Trinity. One day I was walking up this creaky stairs at Trinity. I love those stairs. And I was rubbing my hand over the banister, and I started thinking of how the previous students' experience was at Trinity, running up and down the stairs, getting to classes. And I started thinking of their stories, what stories they may have had at Trinity. And then I started thinking that one day I'm going to be written in the history books as an alumni or alumnus of Trinity. And that day has come today. And I am so proud to be a family member of Trinity, Washington University. I would like to thank my coworkers at DC Public Libraries, my friends and family who have been my cheerleaders through all this. I would also like to thank my siblings, and I have a lot. I'm gonna call their names out. Kachita, Belinda, Van, Dina, Josette, Stephanie, Tanya, and little Mitch. I'm so blessed that they are not only my sisters and brothers, but my best friends. And that words can't express how much I love and appreciate them. I would like to thank my husband, who unfortunately is not here because yesterday he suffered a stroke.
Oh no.
He's in the hospital recovering. And this is a picture of my husband and I.
Oh my goodness.
He's doing well. So if you want to send some blessings out, we would truly appreciate that. But I'd like to thank him for his love and support on his 37-year journey. This young man right here, my oldest son, George Jr., I was carrying him in my freshman year of college.
That was a long, long road to get here. I want to thank my son, my children, who are my inspiration and the best and the most important accomplishment in my life. I hope that you all will continue to grow and be the people that God called you to be. And last but not least, I would like to congratulate Trinity Washington University 2000 class. We did it.
You did it. You did it. Many, many congratulations, and our best wishes and blessings for your husband's swift recovery.
Thank you.
Again, if there's any student who joined the call after I called your name or you didn't hear your name called, please identify yourself and say a couple of words. Okay, I think we've given everybody an opportunity. So I would like everyone to please join me in congratulating graduates from the School of Professional Studies, and I turn it back over to President McGuire.
Thank you, Provost Ocampo, and congratulations to all of our graduates. Before we conclude the ceremony, I have to say a few of the official words to make it official. So, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the faculty's recommendation that you have completed all of the requirements for your degrees, I am pleased to confer your degrees, the associate's and baccalaureate degrees you have earned, and to welcome you as Trinity alumnae and alumni into our great alumni association. Congratulations. Now, before we depart this evening, I just have a few final words and then we'll do a big cheer. First of all, as I listen to each of you and those heartfelt stories, and Vanita, I share with Provost Ocampo, we'll be praying for your husband, and what a beautiful story. But I can see on your screen and all the screens, the children that you have inspired, and those children will reach higher and do more because of your great example. And I can't think of anything more important than to raise children who are going to be dazzling in the future because of your leadership, your love, your example for them. So congratulations to all of you for the way you have influenced children. And if you don't have your own children, you've been influencing somebody else's children. I have no children except you're all my children. So that's how I feel about it. So we know that others mentioned suffering losses in the pandemic. Our hearts go out to you. We pray for you and for them. And I think all of this, the suffering and the concerns you have, illustrates some of the issues I mentioned earlier in very personal ways. First of all, we must be authentic. Being authentic is speaking the truth. What I say about truth is about being true to yourselves, being true to your lives, being true to your families, and always saying what is important, always being a person of integrity, because it's in your integrity that you find your grounding. And that's important. And that's important for your children to see that. So never lose that quality. Secondly, always be that beacon of hope, not only for your children, but for the people at work or in your schools or wherever you inhabit, to be the person who calls them out and who can show them the way to achieve as you have achieved. You've achieved so much. You've been persistent. How long has it taken some of you? 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, but you never gave up. And I can't wait to welcome you into the next level of degrees here. You're not done with your education. You're just stopping along the journey. And we're going to have more degrees from you along the way, because advanced learning is how you will continue to succeed. We all together must work for racial justice. We know that that is an American sin that we continue to contend with, but your education will empower you to be beacons of justice and to be able to achieve that equity. And finally, you can do this. This is that idea of empowerment and personal responsibility I talked about earlier. Your success tonight, what we celebrate tonight, is the best example I can give you. You have the power within you to change your own life. And if you can change your own life, you can certainly change other lives too. The hardest part is doing it for yourself. And that's what you did. So I congratulate you so much. I'm so proud of you. Blessings of Trinity with you. Now let's unmute yourselves and give everybody a big cheer as we conclude our ceremony. Congratulations to all.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Everybody.
Way to go. Way to go.
Congratulations.